Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so now we're on lesson 25. So here they're just getting you to practice everything that you've learned before with one new rule, which I'm going to explain as we go along. Okay, so now let's start with the first box, lesson 25. Okay, so now the first letter is a ra with a fatha. So now you shouldn't have any problems with the letters. You should know exactly which letters are what. And if you're still you're still struggling with letters, then you need to go back to page 5 and 6 and revise your letters and make sure you know them properly, and then come back to this lesson. So if you're still at this stage struggling how to figure out which letters are what, then you need to go back, revise your letters, and then come back. Okay, so now we're starting with box number 1. Now here this is a ra with a fatha. This is a ra, and the sin will join to the waw because the waw has a sukoon. And this is what we call a maddul asli, so you'll stretch it. Su, and join them both together. Rasu. Okay, now here this lam has a double damma, so the sound that you'll make is lun, isn't it? So it should be rasulun. But if you look at the next letter, which is a mim, the mim has a shadda, which obviously means it has to join to the letter before it. So now the lam has to join to the mim. So the way we'll say this is, instead of saying the lun with a n sound at the end, the lam will join straight to the mim and will ignore the n sound. So it will become lum. So there'll be lum. The lam will join straight to the mim. Now altogether it's rasulum. Again, because the mim has a shadda, you have to do gunna. So it becomes rasulum. Then the mim and the second mim has a kasara. So remember that we learnt before. Whenever there's a shadda letter, there's actually 2 of them. So this is the first mim which you can see. There's another mim. So this is the second mim we can see, and the first one is hidden inside. So the lam joins to the first mim, rasulum, and then the second mim, which you can see on top, has the kasara. So it's mi, rasulum mi. Then this nun over here, the fatha, will join to this lam over here. If you look where my arrow is, no, sorry, not that lam, this lam in the middle. So this alif lam, you ignore them, where my arrow is pointing to. This nun will join to the lam over here, where the shadda is. And again, because the shadda is 2 lams, isn't there? So nun will join to the first lam, nal. So again from the beginning, rasulum minal. And then the lam has a standing fatha on top of it, so you stretch it, the second lam. La. Rasulum minallah, and then he. Rasulum minallahi, and try to read the Allah full mouth because of the fatha before it over here. Okay, next word. So ki, kaf with a kasra, ta, alif, fatha. So maddul muttasil. So you stretch it. Kita. Then again, the same thing over here. The ba has a double dhamma. So it should have been bun with a n at the end. But because of the mim with a shadda, the ba will join straight to the mim. So it becomes bum, kitabum. And then the mim has a dhamma on top of it, the second mim. So it's mu. Kitabum mu. And notice how I read the mim with a gunna. Okay, now here again is a maddul asli. We have a kasra letter stretched by a ya sakin. So this is ba and a ya. Bi, kitabum mubi. Then it's a nun with double dhamma. Nun. Kitabum mubinun. Okay. And this last box on the line. Okay, this is a kha, fatha, which joins to the ya sakin. So it will become kha will join to the ya, so it's khay. Remember we learnt in the previous lessons how to join a fatha letter to a ya sakin. So if you've forgotten how to say that, you can go back to the page and revise them. So kha will join to the ya, khay, then this ra will join to the mim. So it's not run, even though it's supposed to be the double dhamma. So it's not run, it will join to the mim because the mim has a shadda. So it will be rum, and make sure you say the gunna, because the mim is a gunna letter. Khayrum. Okay, now the next bit is a bit tricky. Now that we know, now the second mim won't be by itself. So it's not just mi. as we've normally been saying. Now this, if you look at the letter after the mim over here, is a nun with a sukoon on top of it. So that means it has to join, doesn't it? So now the mim will join to the nun. So it becomes min. So now I'm going to read it all together. Khayrum min. Another ha with a dom at the end. Hu. Khayrum minhu. Okay, so that's the first line done. So now I want you to pause the video and read this line at least 3 times, making sure that you only stretch the maddul muttasil. Don't stretch anything else. So, for example, the first one, you only stretch the sin and waw, su, and then the lam over here because it has the standing fatha. So you don't stretch anything else. Rasulum minallahi, and make sure you do the gunna on the mim. And again here, there's 2 maddul muttasils, fatha letter with an alif, and kasra letter with a ya, sakin. Kitabum mubinun. This one is khayrum minhu. So the last one doesn't have any stretch, just the one gunna on the mim. Okay, so now pause the video and practice this line at least 3 times. Okay, so next line now. Can remember where we discussed the 1-line letters and 2-line letters. So the letter on top is always a 1-line letter. So if you look at my arrow, I'm pointing to the first letter. So the first letter is this 1 line. And this dot will belong to the 1-line letter, because a 1-line letter always needs a dot. And since we only have 1 dot here, so it must be for this one. So the first letter is 1 line with 1 dot at the bottom, which must be a ba. But then it also has a kasara, so it give an e sound to be b. Okay, so that's the first letter done. And we said that the second letter at the bottom is always a 2-line letter. And we said that the 2-line letters were either jim, ha, or a kha. So here, it doesn't have any dots, so obviously it must be which letter? Ha, yes. So the ha with a kasra is, so it's hi, bihi. Make sure you don't stretch anything. Okay, now this is jim, fatha, alif. So you'll stretch it. So maddul muttasil. Ja, bihija. Then so ra, bihijara. Don't, and make sure you don't stretch anything else. So don't say bihija. That would be a mistake. Now the ta over here has a double kasra, but the next letter has a shadda. So now what do? We'll have to join the ta to the mim. So it'll be tim, bihijaratim. Okay, now we need to say the second mim because it has a shadda, doesn't it? But looking at the next letter, it has a sukoon. So you can't say mi on its own. You have to join the mi to the nun, sukoon. So it will be min, bihijaratim min. And then sin will join to the jim, zij. Then the jim will join to the ya, ji, sijji. Then lin, sijjilin. Okay, so now the whole thing together. So now this will be difficult. You have to make sure you only stretch the maddul muttasils. Sorry, not maddul muttasil, maddul aslis over here. So bihijaratim min sijjilin. Okay, so this is very difficult. So you're going to have to practice quite a lot. And the next one, the lam will join to the waw with a fatha, so it'll be law. Then the ha will join to the mim, him, law him. Then the mim will join to the ha, mah, law him mah. Okay, so make sure you do the gunna on the mim. Then the fa will join to the waw, and the fa has a damma letter. It has a damma, sorry. So this is a maddul asli. So it'll be fu, lawhim mahfu. The dha has a double kasra. Dhin, lawhim mahfudhin. Okay, now again pause the video and I want you to practice this line at least 3 times. If you need to go back and if you're not sure how to read something, so rewind the video and replay it again. Okay, and one more line. Sad has a damma, so su, ha damma hu, suhu. Fa has a double fatha, but if you look at the next letter, has a shadda, so the fa will join to the mim, so it will become fum with a gunna. Suhu, sorry, not fum, the fa has a double fatha, so it will become fam. Then all together, suhufam. Then the second mim, mu. Suhufam mu. Okay, now this bit is tricky. Now the ta will join to the ha, so it's tah. Suhufam mutah. Then the ha, the second ha has a fatha, ha. Suhufam mutahha. Okay, so mutah, ha. So you have to pronounce the ha twice. Suhufam mutahha ra tan. Suhufam mutahharatan. Okay, pause the video and then practice this at least 3 times. Okay, last one. So the ayn has a ya sakin, and the ayn has a kasara. So again, this is mad al-asli, so it will be stretched, isn't it? You already know that. So it's I. Then the shin has a fatha, sha. Isha. Then the ta has a double kasra, but if you look at the next letter, as a shadda. So now the ta will join to the ra, isn't it? So it'll be tir. Ishatir. Then the ra has an alif and has a fatha, so which means obviously it's a mad al-asli, stretch. Ra. Read it full mouth, not ra, it's ra. Ishatir ra. Di. Ishatir radi. Ya. Ishatir radiyatin. Ishatir radiyatin. Okay, and that box is finished. So now I want you to pause the video and now practice this line until you can read all these 3 lines perfectly before coming to class.